Hey guys, thanks for watching and welcome back. I wanted to do a really short video on something that I didn't realize I would like so much as I do, and thought you guys might enjoy a short video on it as well. So, little backstory. For years, I have had a pickup truck, and I've typically ran a bedliner in it, a bed mat in it, and it's typically the rubber material or something similar. And I actually had a Lasfit bed mat in the back of my truck here, and absolutely loved it. It works great for trucks, for doing truck things, right? For putting the lumber in the back, putting bags of concrete and things like that in the back. It works great, but my bed is typically covered. And I was looking for something a little bit, in my opinion, I guess a little more refined, a little bit cleaner of a look, and not to mention the ridges on these trucks, not just Toyotas, all of them, are a little rough. And as I get older, I feel like they get rougher, but it's probably me. So what I recently did, and I may be late to the game here, is purchased a bed rug. It's a Bedliner. Bedrug is the brand, and it is not a carpet, but it's a plastic material that looks like carpet, feels like carpet, but it's waterproof, stain resistant. Typically, I would recommend it for someone that has a bed cover, like a Retrax or a back four, I forget what they're called, or a topper or something like that, someone that's gonna spend some time in here. I wouldn't necessarily think it's gonna fit everyone's situation, but for me, I think I'm gonna like it. So I purchased the bed rug. If you're not familiar with bed rug or these type of liners, this is not just something you get at a store or get in the mail and throw it in the back of your truck and you're done. There is a little bit more to it. I would say that's a downside, but I think the finished product is going to be worth it, in my opinion. So let's get into it. I've already got everything out again. I've already cleaned it out, wiped it down, got it ready just to put the bed liner in. So let's get to it. I just threw the bed liner in here. It comes in two pieces if you opt with a bed liner versus the bed mat. The bed mat is one piece. Again, the sides are all one piece together. And when you get it, if you purchase this, it comes with a zipper that starts on the passenger side and goes all the way around to the driver's side. It comes rolled up. So what you would do is start on the passenger side, zip that up all the way around. And what I've done with this one is I've actually left it in the bed for a couple days to help get any creases out, help it kind of form to the bed a little bit. Also, real quick, I will mention, if your vehicle has a spray-in bed liner, they make a separate adhesion kit or adhesive kit to use when installing on a bed liner. It helps make sure it adheres to the bed liner because it's not as smooth of a surface. And I'll do a quick close-up here of the product itself. Again, it looks very similar to what you would see in like a bed, a boat. This looks very similar to what you would see like in a boat carpet material on the top. And then on the bottom, it is actually a closed cell foam. The actual, and I'll show this too, this is actually for the tailgate. I'll pull this down. So this actually goes on the tailgate and will adhere to it. If you notice, it is flat, but if you look under the bed, the bottom side of the main portion of the bed rug here actually has the grooves in it that align with the actual bed of your truck. So one thing I would mention, and I'm sure there's a reason for this because it's probably a lot more cost, but I would love to see Bedrug come out with a tailgate portion that also aligns with your tailgate, with the grooves on it as well. Because I will say, one thing I do notice, you can still feel the indentions here. It's not bad. It's a lot more comfortable. But when I compare it to this, if I put my knees down, you could still probably feel slightly where those indentions are, but this is a little more comfortable than this here. Again, both a huge step in the right direction, big plus, but I would love to see that if I'm thinking about what's something I would do different, right? So we got the bed rug in. Next step is we're gonna start on the bottom. I've got it kind of formed to the bed. I wanna make sure I have it exactly where I want it. So I'm going to get in the bed, move it around, make sure I have it positioned exactly where I want. Then I'm gonna pull up one side and attach the Velcro backing to the underside here. We're gonna start in the middle on the bottom, and we're gonna work our way up, probably the back, and then we'll work our way up the sides. Just wanna make sure that we get everything pushed down in the corners or at the bottom before we go to the top, because we want this to fit as tight as we can and conform to the bed of the truck. So once you get your bed where you want it, the first thing you're going to do is pull one side up, and you're going to place this strip of Velcro that has the red tape on the back side. So I'm going to do that, and then because I have a lined bed, I'm going to put this adhesion promoter on the bed, let it dry, and then we're going to peel off the backing here and place it on that section. So pull this up here. All right, so for our next part, and this is probably the more time-consuming portion of installing the bed rug, is if you noticed on the back, there are strips throughout the back side of the bed rug of Velcro. You have these little packs, and you've got several of these here. What you'll do, they're perforated. You'll pull them apart, and they will stick to the Velcro here. But what you want to do before you just place them randomly, you want to make sure that they're actually being put up against a raised portion on the bed, so it's going to adhere well. So what you're going to do is you're going to space these out throughout the side of your bed, or this is the back next to the cab. You'll do the same thing. It's probably a little bit dependent on your bed, maybe a little bit less specific on where you put them, because you do have at least on mine, it's a little flatter. Now, before you get into all of this, what I want to also mention, and it's very important here, is, and I'll show you, don't forget about your tie downs. Before I go and put these on and attach them to the back of the bed, I want to remember where these tie downs are. So what I have already done is taken all the tie downs off and the bed rails here. You don't want to forget that if you have bed rails. I'm going to push from the rug side against this. That way it makes a preparation on this, the side with the foam or insulation, and know where I can score, make a little X in the bed rug so that the screws will pop through, and then I can reinstall the tie downs once I have the bed rug completely installed. It's a very similar thing, same concept here with the rail. If you have a track rail in your bed or your truck, I've already taken it out. These screws are just loose. I'm actually going to push them out a little bit. And when I position the bed rug exactly where I want it, I will push firmly against one. There's a screw right here. And then when I flip it over, I can feel, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but I can feel where exactly that screw is. I'm going to make a mark in that just with a box cutter, and then push these through. So you'll have to do a little bit at a time depending on where the Velcro is and where it is that you're trying to score and push through the bed rug. So, all right, reposition the camera a little bit here. I have gotten all of these Velcro pieces attached, spread them out evenly. I have gotten the tie downs pushed through and here in the back near the cab. And so I'm going to go ahead with my adhesion promoter, another pack of this, and where these will attach, I'm going to go ahead and wipe down on the bed of the truck. All right. Now we can start making our way around to the sides. And do the same thing. So now I've made it kind of here to the back corner. And I'll try to show you this right before I put it on. This, on both sides, has another strip of Velcro where you will just attach a solid strip all the way down. So they give you this here. I'm going to actually start at the bottom because it's going to be easier to cut the top. And go ahead and stick it to the bed rug itself. I'm going to cut off any excess. And I will kind of get this where I want it. If we can see that. And start at the bottom. Just kind of peel the backing off partially. Get that down in the corner. Then I'm going to just press it firmly against the side as I pull this backing off. And that is it. It kind of finishes it off here at the end. And the only piece I have left is the bed. And I'll show you that next. It's very simple. All right, so I have the entire bed rug put in. I still have a few rails to put, the side rails to put in on my vehicle here, but I want to show you guys the last portion of the bed rug itself, and that's the the tailgate piece here. So this has two strips of Velcro, one on the side here toward the bed, and one side or one strip on the end of the bed. I'm going to use the full strip with the white backing on the very edge, and for the portion that's up here against the or near the bed of the actual truck, I'm going to put just like I did on the sides, tear these apart and space them out using using one of these adhesion promoter strips or packets. Before actually sticking these or adhering these to the bed of the truck, you want to make sure you get the distance right. This end is going to come up very flush with the bed. You can actually see a cutout here on the side for the latch, because I want to make sure that this is right against the edge. I think I'm going to put this strip down first, adhere it to the bed or to the tailgate. And then I'm going to, because there is room here, pull these up or if I really need to, I can pull this Velcro apart. It's you know, it's not stuck there forever. So I'm gonna try that first, just to make sure I get this exactly how I want it. So. All right, so I'm gonna start here in the corner. Just kind of push that down firmly and pull the backing off as I go down. There we go. All right, guys, that's a wrap. I've got everything back on the bed. I got the bed stiffeners, the rails, I even got the cover here. I folded up. But I will say, for anybody that's been reluctant to try a Bedrug or something similar, check them out. I think it's great for me, or for really anyone with a camper shell, a topper, or just even a bed cover that wants just a little bit more of a cleaner look. I absolutely love it. It feels great. I didn't realize that they're not actually carpet. They are waterproof and stain resistant and all that. So I didn't realize that until I started looking into it. So if it's something you're thinking about or a little bit interested in, check them out. I'll put a link in the description on Amazon where I picked this one up at. If you find this video helpful, hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, I got more coming. I actually got a topper on order that should be here very shortly. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks.